The first thing I'm going to be doing here today is changing my pool. I built this the other day. Of course, it's on the patio of the mansion slash private island here. I think it looks pretty good, but I've actually managed to extract some parts from a different mock so I can make it how I actually wanted to make it in the first place. My original design used these clear glass panels and then just the standard blue base. I didn't have enough of these, and I still don't have enough of these. That definitely would look better. But I think the ultimate solution is to make the base of the pool white and then change these to trans blue, and that will give it a nice water effect. There we go, much better. As per the comment section, I also tiled it off in white. I really like the trans blue. They do a great job of representing the water, and the white base is pretty cool. So there we go, pool improved. One thing I know for sure is that after I'm done building today, I'm gonna have to do some workplace maintenance because, oof, this place is getting bad once again. While working on the patio, I've actually thought of a way to make the pool even better, and I'm gonna be doing that right away. It's gonna be slick. I have pretty much finished the back here, besides details, everybody. I always do details last, that being bushes and trees and patio furniture and mini builds and everything like that. I always do that last just because those types of things included in that minifigures get in the way. And I just don't want those things to be in the way as I work on this area. Also, there's going to be a patio covering that's going to come off the second floor because the plates will actually be offset. So the 16 by 16 plate is going to come to about there on the second floor and act as some sort of patio covering, or it'll be inset, and then I'll create some sort of awning going over top of it at a slight angle, just snot brick it into spot there somehow. But this is what I've created for the patio door. It's a large sort of modern mansion style door that swings open like that there. It can also swing open this way. I think this will be displayed open for the most part. And I've seen these styles of doors in large mansions. It's similar to what I wanted to do in the front there, but I decided to go with a regular door. But I was glad to integrate it onto the patio here. It's all nicely tiled off. I actually did a line of light gray, both against the windows and around the pool there. I think that gives it a better look than doing it all in the dark tan. I wanted to use dark tan because I had a lot of those from the pad wall once upon a time. Put a small glass railing right here using some of those glass panels, also the cylinders, and topped it with white because I thought that was a good color contrast with the black and reddish brown wall right there, and also it matched the pool. I used very similar parts to create this wall as I did with the front the other day there. So we've got some inverted slopes on the bottom here. I'd like these inverted slopes to be larger like these ones here, but I'm running out of those, so I am out of those actually. And then that gray pillar comes up and sort of cases the whole wall there. There's these glass panels that have the textured bricks on the bottom of them, and then the textured bricks with the pillars splitting up those glass panels there. And then I snot mounted this up top here. I guess maybe I could center that one more, maybe make it 2 plates here rather than a brick, and then put one more plate there just to center that above the door. Now the door is not perfect. I can't figure out how to perfectly align this here so that there's no gaps. If I put one more plate here, it doesn't open correctly. And if I put one more plate on the top, then there's just too much friction. It doesn't open. I know I wanted to create a custom door, and that's the best I could come up with right now. Maybe if I give it some more thought, I'll be able to come up with something a little bit better, but it is sort of the big mansion door that I wanted, and I'm glad that I'm able to integrate it here onto the patio. So I'm going to improve the pool, but first, I've got to clean up my mess. It is really, really bad in here. That's the funny thing about building over here is I pretty much bring all the parts back and forth. Technically, I could bring this entire mock over to my desk and work on it over there and then bring it back. Now, when we get a new space, what I want to do is actually have wheelie tables like this here, and those will just wheel to the city because I'll be able to access the city from all 4 sides. So just like Lego Masters, I want to have these tables where I build on the table, they're on wheels, and then this giant mock that's on a huge mills plate, I can just wheel it to spot and then sort of transition it over onto the city because these tables will be the same height as the city. Wouldn't that be a cool idea? I think it's pretty awesome. Ever since I pitched the idea of having the warehouse and having a bigger space for the Lego City and for the medieval area and the train yard and having different tables with all of these different dioramas and scenes and the shelves all around, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. I've got so many good ideas, and eventually I think I might share them with you. Would you be interested in hearing my detailed plan for the new Bricksie studio if and when it happens? But yeah, to go back and forth a bunch of times, get all the parts over here in my workstation, and then there's a bunch of stuff that needed to be sorted out. So just sorting that all by part type and putting it all back. I know it's going to become a mess over there again in the very near future because I've got to continue working on this thing, right? But I just needed to clean up because it was getting overwhelming over there, and it feels good to sort of restart. I made one significant change to the pool that improved the look significantly, and that is tiling off the whole bottom. In order to do that, I had to lower it all one stud. The studs are still exposed on the top of the slopes there, but I think that's cool. It's like a little bit of a warning that it's about to get deeper. You're entering the deep end. Just sort of makes sense. One thing I could do is go through and change all of this plate and all of the brick in the Mills plate to white, and then the entire surface of the pool, or the entire pool, would be white. I don't know if I want to make that change or not. Could do it. It would involve pretty much ripping this all apart, replacing the brick and plate, and then redoing all the work. It might be worth it, but I don't think I mind the light gray for now. When I was sorting and cleaning, I found a little bag of tile right here. That's the light blue tile, so I can continue working on the ocean over there. Mind you, this really isn't going to get me far. And that's how far it got us. I also fixed up the dock there and then laid the rest of the black plate. So eventually we'll have to get some more tiles and finish that off. Hey, though, it looks pretty good. I love the new and improved pool. I gotta agree that the other one didn't look very good. I'm glad that I was able to improve it, and I'm excited to continue working on the mansion here. The entrance to the patio looks pretty sweet. So does that wall. Sort of the vibe we're going for. I can't wait to continue building this. It's going to be pretty awesome. Just got to do the interior wall here, looking into the garage with an entrance going into the garage. Do this wall here as well. The spiral staircase, get this all tiled off, maybe put something down there like a grand piano or something like that. Sort of matches the vibe of the epicness. We'll have to put some sort of bar in as well, I'd imagine, right? The beach, the pool. I think you need a bar out here on the patio. But that's about it for today. Pretty stoked that I got my studio all cleaned up and we continued working on the mansion, and the new and improved swimming pool looks fantastic. Thank you so much for coming by. Remember, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff.